Our daily bread, a daily window through which we reflect on the nourishment of the soul. We meditate on the sacred words and learn how to live these words in the reality of life. Today, we reflect on verses 20 and 21 from chapter 7 of the book of Sirach. The verses say, "Do not mistreat a servant who works with honesty, or a hired worker who gives his life for you. Love the wise servant as your own soul, and do not deprive him of freedom." Our story today, dear friends, is titled The Heart of Justice and the Vastness of Freedom. The central theme revolves around the value of honesty and loyalty in work, and the importance of treating those who work for us with humanity and fairness. The story shows that those who work hard and with integrity deserve appreciation and reward, and that freedom might be the greatest reward for someone who has selflessly served others with dedication. The story embodies the message of the verse, encouraging us to avoid mistreating faithful servants or laborers and to reward them with freedom if they deserve it. Now, let's listen to the story about a wealthy merchant named Marvin, known in his town for his prosperous trade and love of money. Despite his wealth, Marvin was harsh in his treatment of his servants and slaves. He had a loyal servant named Hanny, known for his honesty and dedication to his work. Hanny never complained about his exhaustion or harsh treatment. Instead, he worked diligently and efficiently. Hanny always sought to please his master, but he dreamed of a freedom beyond price. As the years passed, Hanny grew older and felt the burden of life and the chains that bound him. One day, the merchant met a wise elder in the market. The elder spoke to Marvin about the value and dignity of a human being, saying to him, "Marvin, do not mistreat your servant who serves you with honesty, and do not make him work until he gives his life without mercy. Treat those who work for you with kindness, and give them their freedom if they deserve it, for their freedom may be a reward for their loyalty and sincerity." Marvin was moved by the elder's wise words and began to reflect on his life and how he had treated Hanny over the years. He then realized that Hanny's honesty was priceless and that he deserved his freedom. The next day, Marvin called Hanny to him and said, "You have been a faithful servant your entire life, and from today you are free to go wherever you wish." Tears filled Hanny's eyes, for he never expected this moment. He thanked his former master for his generosity and went out into the world with the freedom he had always dreamed of, carrying with him the memory of his loyalty and sincere work. The moral of the story teaches us that honesty and dedication in work are invaluable virtues, and that those who treat their loyal servants with kindness and justice should reward them with mercy. The wise and faithful person should be rewarded with freedom, as it is the highest aspiration of every human being. We must always remember not to mistreat those who work diligently for us.
And with that, dear friends, we conclude today's episode of your program Our Daily Bread, prepared and directed by Father Nur Al-Kasmosa. We remind you to follow us on social media platforms like TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook to stay connected and benefit from more reflections, stories, and spiritual materials. May you remain in God's protection, and glory be to God always. Amen.